Welcome back everyone to yet another Watch Dogs Legion video. Ubisoft during their E3 showcase has officially revealed gameplay and some really juicy details for Watch Dogs Legion. They were also kind enough to send me some pre-alpha gameplay that we'll go over in today's video. I will go over 6 big new features and changes coming to Watch Dogs Legion. First, let's talk about the setting of London. As we saw from the reveal, it's quite heavily influenced with cyberpunk themes throughout the world. We still see the iconic London landmarks to make map navigation a bit easier for the player. From what I could tell, the map looks absolutely huge. You can see in this shot how far away the London Shard appears in the background, and here you can see the surrounding area of the Shard, which is the tallest building in London, for those of you that didn't know. By the looks of things, the map will be mostly just the city, without any forested open areas, which is kind of a shame. I really enjoyed those in the previous games. In this shot, you can see the bus map of London. Would be interesting if you could actually use buses to get around London. I mean, this could be basically hinting at that, but what's even more interesting about this map is this could be our first look at the playable area, the actual map for the game. It is very hard to make out the details on this map exactly, but you can see the River Thames just cutting through the entire map. You can also make out what appears to be Hyde Park on the side of the map and the Isle of Dogs on the other side. This should give you an idea of how large this map is going to be. I actually tried to overlay the actual physical map of London over this one in-game. It doesn't line up perfectly, so this is probably going to be heavily altered in the game. It's not going to be extremely realistic, but you can still kind of get the idea of how big the map is going to be in this game. The new mechanic in Watch Dogs Legion is the ability to play as any character you see in the open world. Throughout this gameplay demo, you see the player character change all the time, which I just have to say is extremely ambitious, and I hope they nail it down and they don't mess it up. I find it kind of funny how regular pedestrians just whip out these crazy looking spider drones out of their back pocket and use them to stealthily take down police officers inside the Scotland Yard building. The grinding assassin in the trailer, I just have to say, was a complete badass. Definitely the highlight of my review. I cannot wait to just recruit an army of grannies that are just gonna terrorize London. It's going to be absolutely great. A very interesting mechanic is there is a state of permadeath in the game. Once your character dies, they're gone forever. You have to go out in the open world in order to find a suitable replacement. What's interesting is that the individuals have different perks they come with, which you can see right here. Stuff like 15% extra turret damage or 50% extra turret health. This one, for example, comes with a debuff. He's got additional 60 health when the player has low health. However, to balance that out, he starts with minus 20% health. I presume this will be randomly generated, which I'm sure will make for some really hilarious and overpowered combinations. This will almost introduce a class system into the game, as it allows you to find specific people for any playstyle out there. I feel like drones nowadays are kind of becoming the new zombies. How every game out there a few years back was a zombie game. This time the main enemy is always drones, and Watch Dogs Legion is no exception. There appears to be heavy emphasis on drones and robots in the game. We see CTOS drones all over London, ranging from delivery drones, heavy transport ones, and different police drones as well. Seems like the rumors of lethal weapons not being in the game are just gone, as the drones come with different weapon types. They're armed with machine guns, stuns, and even rockets for some crazy chaos action. Not only that, but you can also ride drones in this game, which is just going to be insane and add so much more verticality to the game. If you pair that with the parkour, I feel like the movement and getting around London is going to be very satisfying. We might not be getting helicopters just yet, but this will definitely bridge that gap. The drones just look extremely fun in my opinion, and will just add a lot more creativity to the game, because now you can use drones to scout stuff out, you can send them in, and obviously you can send out random NPCs as cannon fodder, which is just going to be so stupid, but I love it. Next, let's talk about the weapons. Watch Dogs Legion seems to be bringing a lot of weapons into the game. What's interesting about them though are these little icons. It appears that the weapons will come with different ammo types this time around. I've personally noticed 4 different ones. We've got what appears to be an electric stun ability, you've got something like a sleep dart gun, this signal icon, which I imagine could mean some sort of an air blast weapon to knock your opponent off of their feet, as well as your standard live ammunition. I imagine depending on the enemy type, they'll have different ammo in the game. The police force will most likely use stun ammo types, whereas gangs might use more traditional live ammunition. We also see in the trailer that there's more of an emphasis on melee combat in the game. So the rumors of non-lethal combat are partly true, as most of the weapons will use some sort of a non-lethal takedown, be it a stun or a knockout ability. Looks like character cosmetics are back big time in Watch Dogs Legion. Quite a few of the characters are wearing very interesting headpieces like gas masks, weird crowns, and some even stranger headpieces. Whenever you enter stealth or combat, they seem to auto-equip to cover up your identity. You'll definitely be able to express yourself in the game however you want, which is kind of to be expected from this kind of like futuristic looking cyberpunk game. It would be kind of bad if they didn't have that in the game, you know? The ability to customize your character, we kind of grown to expect that from Watch Dogs games, so it's kind of good to see those back. Last but not least, let's not forget about the cloaking ability. You'll be able to go invisible in the game by the looks of things. On the bottom right, you can see different abilities each civilian will have, ranging from specialized drones to some sort of an explosive expert, and of course the cloaking ability, which will make you go invisible, which I feel like is gonna help you big time if you wanna stealth the game. So it's one of those things that would just tailor to anybody's playstyle. If you wanna go stealthy, if you wanna be some sort of like a drone specialist, if you wanna go guns blazing, you're gonna have those options in the game, which is really cool, because I was kind of worried about the rumors of non-lethal weapons in the game, you know, basically taking out, in my opinion, the fun aspect of the game, which is just going guns blazing. I still like the hacking and everything, but it's good to have those options in Watch Dogs Legion. Anyway guys, let me know what you guys think of Watch Dogs Legion. Personally, I'm very excited. I'm very happy with what I saw. They seem to be changing the game quite drastically, which is obviously a massive gamble for them, but hopefully it's going to work out. From what I've seen, it looks pretty amazing. And like I said at the beginning, massive shout out to Ubisoft for actually sending me this exclusive footage. I really appreciate it. Hopefully there's going to be some sort of an event in the near future that I'll be able to attend and get you guys some more Watch Dogs footage. But for now, we just have to wait till the next trailer, or 2020, which is kind of far away. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting this game to come out towards the end of this year, but seems like literally every game is coming out at the beginning of 2020, which is just going to be a mad few months on the channel. But anyway guys, that is gonna do it. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for plenty more Watch Dogs Legion content in the future, as well as other Ubisoft games. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to join my Discord. The link to that is going to be in the description, and I shall see you guys next time. Take care and goodbye. Bye 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 bye.